everyone, and welcome back. Today, we will be learning about the LCCC Parkland Transitioning Program, a program built for students with learning disabilities to help them learn how to thrive out in the real world and become self-sufficient. It's very similar to our Pals Club at Parkland, but of course, on the LCCC campus. Join us today and learn about this lovely program within the lovely Lehigh Valley.
My favorite part of the job is actually helping students experience things they might not have thought about doing before. I think the coolest part is about the interaction and having the fun time and learning skills you don't realize you're learning just by doing and being a part of a community that's here. Maybe they've never tried something and we get to help them try a new experience. I mean, we've done art projects, we've done cooking, we've done challenges, we've done movie days, karaoke, all sorts of stuff that people are like, I don't know if I want to try, then they try like, oh, I love this. And so that's the coolest part, I think, is having people try new things.
To understand how it benefits the kids, you have to understand how it started. So before this program started, students in transition still were able to go to school. If you had special education services, able to go to school till 21, now it's 22. But what happened was they would be in their senior year, they would do all the senior activities, prom, graduation, all of that. But then what would happen is they would come back to the high school to continue those transition years. They would stay in the high school, whereas all their other peer groups would either be going to college, to the workforce, to a community college. There was a milestone that wasn't set for these kids because coming back to the high school, they're with 18-year-olds and they could be 21, 22 years old, so it wasn't a good fit. What happened was a group of parents that contacted administration and said, hey, we really want to have a transition program where we can have our kids follow their peer group. They hooked up with the administration of LCCC and they got together. They came to me and they said, hey, we would like you, since I was teaching transition kids, I would like you to go up to the college, make a curriculum based off of the functional academics and the independent living skills, but you're gonna actually do that on a college campus so you are actually interacting with peers. One of the biggest benefits is that students are still receiving that instruction that they need in community skills and things like that, but they're now interacting with their peers, college peers. So we go to the fitness center and they're working out with college peers. We go to the CAF walking around, but they get the experience of being on a college campus. And then social interaction. One of the best parts of this program is the mentor program. So there are students from LCCC who are part of the education department up here. They get together with my students, they plan out a different activity for that day. It could be anything from, it could even be watching a movie, it could be a cooking activity, it could be a scavenger hunt. But really what it is getting them together and them working together at a certain task. For instance, today we're going to do a game, it's a grid game. It's almost like playing lava, where the students have a grid of squares that they have to step on to get across to the other side. Now they don't know which ones are the safe spots and which ones are like the lava spots. So they have to work together to figure out, okay, if they step on square number 1, they're safe. If they go to square number 2 and they're not safe, well, they have to remember nobody can step on 2. The whole object is to get everybody through the grid with finding all the correct spots and not hitting the lava.
I'm kind of a buffer in a way between the teacher and Everett and students, and I'm just here to help along the way. I help them learn skills for life, be more successful outside of school, learning more life skills. I feel like I just learn a lot from the students, a lot from Miss York, a lot from Everett, just things I would never anticipate, that just happen organically about them, about life, that you just can't replicate, that you can't, you wouldn't know that unless you worked with kids, unless you did it yourself, That's the most interesting part for me. I love it, it's great. Every day something new. We always doing different stuff every week. So there's always a new experience to talk about, new stories to tell. Honestly, it's always crazy to me how we do the scavenger hunts. That's always my craziest stories because you get to interact with the staff on campus and they always have the greatest stuff to either say to us, tell us about, or they're just super friendly. It's just great to just go around and get the students to meet everybody and get to talk and engaged, and that's really cool. I encourage everyone to be a mentor. I feel they should at least try it. It's not advertised enough. I feel everyone should know about it and learn about it. I think it's a great opportunity to just know people and get out there, if anything else you gain from it.
Thank you so much for joining us today and learning about this wonderful program within the Lehigh Valley. Make sure that you continue to support our friends over at the LCCC campus. For Parkland TV and Film, I'm Ainsley Quay.